Hello? 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 I don't know if you guys can hear me. Let me check. I'm trying a new setup right now. I was able to get rid of the echo before. What's going on with it? The new setup was good, y'all. How's everyone doing? Hold up. Because I want to make sure that the sound and stuff is right. Let me see. What did I do last time? It's like always. I'm trying to get the app right. Oh, I see. I see. It sound right now? Can you hear me? Is there an echo? Is it working? I hope so. How you guys doing? It's Tuesday. I'm so happy that I'm here with you guys because I was bored out of my mind. Seriously. I'm stuck in the snow. Like, I can't go anywhere. Just here, watching movies and stuff. So, I get to interact with y'all. I've been hibernating, so these last few days. Yeah, it is. I know it's snowing all up and down this East Coast. Your dream's been weird. What your dream's been about? That shit. I want to know. Listen, I've been in this dream isolated. Well, even with my children, isolated so hard. Like I just want to know all of y'all business. I do want to know what's going on with everyone. I gotta put some chapstick on. It's like my skin is dry. Everything is like, Y'all like this setup better? The camera's better. Who we got? I can see Divvy's here. Hey, Kristen. Oh, Kristen's first. Divvy, Bishop. No, I got him. Oh, man. Where is that? Oh, see, everyone's off their normal program. Everyone's off their normal program. I need to get some water. And then we can get started and just chat it up. What should I do right now? Go get the water? Yeah, go get the water. I'll be right back. Be right back. I got some tea instead. hydrate myself. Me, enough now. All right, he said, it's just you and me right now. I'm not even mad at that because it's so different right now. So, do you want me to do you first, Bishop? Because did Kristen leave her question? Oh yeah, she did. Probably okay, but whatever. Okay, so let's do it in order. I'm gonna cleanse, get myself together, and then we get started. And people will chime in, you know. If they don't, it's okay. I'm not bothered because I understand. Everyone's off their normal program. I know I am. I almost forgot. I was actually like low key laying down right before the video started. So that's kind of the reason why I was a little late. So Gemini to Gemini, what your dreams been heading on? What your dreams been heading on, Bishop? Mm-hmm. You was, what dream? Look, I want to know what dream. What was happening? Uh, so you posted one up below ways. Yeah. Oh, okay. Uh, ooh, that's different. Oh, high school girlfriend. Uh, have you been normally dreaming about your high school girlfriend? Like, is that someone that you would normally think about, or it just randomly came to your mind? Okay, so we're gonna start with Kristen. I already, cleansed earlier, but I just want to set my intention. They say the best way to cleanse with Palo Santo is to light it and then like let it burn out on its own without blowing it. But if it get down to my finger, I'm not blowing. All right. Holy Spirit, angels in heaven, cleansing the energies of my cards and of my heart and of my space, of my mind, and of my energy. All right. It's getting too close to my fingers. Even though I do have a nail appointment on Friday. Like, gotta remember that. I don't care what this snow giving. I'm going to my nail appointment. I'm going to my doctor's appointment. I'm not going to let this stuff interfere with you. Okay. Hey, Kristen. Let's get your message. Okay, Holy Spirit. This message is for Kristen. What is it that Kristen needs to know at this time? Sorry, you're good bird. Here we go. I'm gonna get you a Moonology deck, Kristen. I mean, Moonology card from the Moonology deck. Okay. So, for Kristen Spirit, what is it that Kristen needs to know at this time? What is in Kristen's highest good card? Please make it clear. Two, three. That's a lot of cards. Putting it back. It's too many. All right. For Kristen's Spirit, please make it clear. For Kristen's Spirit. So it's still a lot of cards. Say for real, it is. All right, it's 3. I put 3. It's 3. No. Um. Okay, so you have expect powerful change. Okay. So I'm looking at 2 different screens. So let me change that. All right. Expect powerful change. Okay, and then you have look at the bigger picture. Okay, full moon in Sagittarius. And nothing will come of this situation. Void of course moon. Because of balanced spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Okay. All right, I got my glasses. New moon. Expect powerful change. Is this for you, Kristen? It's not that many people here tonight, so Spirit's like, give long messages. Why not? Good. All right. So it says, if you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in a situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. Sorry, I can listen to. I hear myself. Turn it down. Okay. But be prepared. It could be quite a ride. The events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear. Okay. So there are some changes that may be happening for you right now, Kristen. There may be scary changes. Okay. Changes you're not very comfortable with. But I feel like Spirit's asking you to look at the bigger picture, right? As to why you're being, put on a different path, or as to why, I wouldn't even say a different path, because the card said you're being put back on the right path. Okay, so, it may be uncomfortable with this change. Spirit is asking you to look at the bigger picture. And it could be because with nothing will come of the situation, you could be in a situation currently that isn't bearing any fruit in a way. Okay. So why is expect powerful change here for Kristen? All right. Mirror, reflection, shared feelings, you. You see that? Okay. With resentment on the bottom, stinging words, bitterness, anger. Okay. And loyalty right behind that. Okay, so maybe you have resentment, or you are angry, or you're dissatisfied, or there's a reflection or shared feelings around maybe dissatisfaction in a way. What does expect powerful change here for Kristen with mirror? Okay, I feel like you are not happy with the current state of things in whatever way. Let's see what it's about. Okay. Okay. All right. The Seven of Pentacles. All right. This is the energy of where am I spending my time, energy, and money. Okay. All right. You could be looking at where you're spending your time, energy, and money. Okay. You may be looking at, if you're wasting your time in a situation, especially if it's not bearing any fruit. But it's basically saying that you're getting confirmation that something is not good for you, that something is unhealthy in this observation. Okay. Or I wouldn't say observation, in this evaluation. It's like you're getting clarity that something is not the best. Okay. Maybe getting clarity that something is not good for you. And if that's the case, Spirit's like, let it go. Okay. Abandon it. You might have had love for it in the past. You might have felt tied to it or connected to it in the past. But with the Eight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like you're ready to put your efforts elsewhere. Okay. It's like working on change or putting your efforts. The Eight of Pentacles can be an energy of work, right? But it's definitely like putting your efforts into something else. Okay. So if this is about work, okay, maybe you've been, looking at your work situation like, what am I doing here? Like, where am I spending my time, energy, and money? And maybe you're getting confirmation that something's just not good for you. But with this shared feelings energy or mirror energy with resentment, it's like a mutual thing. Okay. The Ten of Swords would uncut the deck. It's like, I feel like you're done being dissatisfied in whatever this is. Okay. So if there is a change that's happening, Spirit wants you to look at the bigger picture as to why it's happening, because maybe you've had a chance to look at a situation and you're starting to see, or you're realizing, or you're getting confirmation that something is not good for you. Okay. It says, are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Fretting over minute can be counterproductive. Or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you have about it? Now's the time to count your blessings, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go in uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. Okay, so let's see what this is about. Why is look at the bigger picture here for Christian spirit. Okay, yeah, about some change that's happening. Okay, sidetrack, delays, distractions, change. Okay, so spirit wants you to look at the bigger picture with whatever is happening. Okay, that's creating change for you. Okay, I feel like spirit is also uh addressing delays that could be happening for you because of clashiness on the bottom, differences, incompatibility, conflict. Okay, so it's something that's not aligned to you. It's something that you maybe have some resentment towards, or be feel have some negative thoughts about. Why is look at the bigger picture here for Christmas spirit with sidetrack. Look at the bigger picture for Kristen. uh Ten of Swords and the High Priestess. Okay. I feel like I'm sorry, look at the High Priestess. Look at the bigger picture, which is saying that, you're putting it into something you intuitively know is keeping you stuck or limited in a way. You intuitively know isn't going anywhere. Okay. So even though this might be some change that you're not, you know, very comfortable with, you are ending something that you feel like is keeping you stagnant or restricted. And it could be a connection with the Lover's energy. Okay. But the Lover's energy is not always about partnership, but is about major life choices. And a lot of times, like those major life choices are around like the connections that we have, whether it's to our work, whether it's to our friendship groups, whether it's to partners. It's the connections that we have, and with the Nine of Wands energy on the bottom, you are drained by this connection. Okay, in whatever way, whatever you are connected to. Okay. So you putting it into this connection that you have. Um, I feel like that's the positive that's happening. Okay. The Chariot, Cancer energy, the Hermit. Okay. It's like this change allows you to move forward with the Chariot energy. Okay. And like the first card said, maybe even being put back on the right path. This change is allowing you to move forward, and you're moving towards something that you've been thinking about anyway. It's like something you've been reflecting on, and this reflection is what you've been reflecting on or thinking about is the Ace of Pentacles, something new. Okay. But the Seven of Swords energy is there. That's you not trusting in this change. Okay. You're not believing in it. Okay. Um, and it could be because of you maybe needing to either heal from a family situation or recover from a financial situation. Or you taking a break from it. Okay. So Spirit wants you to look at the bigger picture because you're ending a connection either with a person or with an organization, or this ending allows you to move forward in a way. And you're moving towards something you've been thinking about anyway. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles energy, Hermit and the Ace of Pentacles, you've been thinking about new. You've been thinking about, other opportunities. Like maybe like the energy of like what else is out there, right? But I feel like with the Seven of Swords energy, you're not trusting in it because of it Four souls energy, like almost like calling you to disconnect. But Spirit saying nothing will come of this situation. Void, of course. Moon. In a form of astrology known as horary, where an astrological chart is casting according to when the question is asked and decoded, a void of course moon means nothing will come of this matter, or this situation will bear no fruit. Didn't I just say that? Just say that. Bearing no fruit? Okay. This may or may not be good news, depending on what you are asking. For example, if you were worried about something, whatever it is, this card can be taken as a sign that there's nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so that you get a different outcome. Remember, the cards can only predict what you are currently creating, and you can change that both with your behavior and beliefs. Yeah. So let's see what this is about. Nothing will come of this situation for Kristen. Why is this here for Kristen? Okay, it says despair, falling apart, sinking, hopeless. Okay. With better off on the bottom, happiness, perspective, clear headspace. Okay, and resentment is right behind that. Okay, so even though you you may be in energy where you feel, you might be falling apart, if something is coming apart, you may feel hopeless even or going through despair. This is another energy of Spirit asking you to change your perspective, okay, because you're going to be better off. You're going to be better off without it. Okay, this is you getting confirmation that something is not good for you. For sure. Okay, look, and Spirit wanted me to see it. Knight of Swords energy. It's time for it to go. It's time for you to remove it from your life. Okay, this could be something that in the past you were giving your efforts to, or something like that. Okay. It's holding you up. Okay, Four of Pentacles and a Knight of Cups is holding you up or holding you back. Okay, from maybe someone or either whatever this is, is holding you up or holding you back from either someone that wants to give, themselves to you emotionally, or is holding you back from giving yourself emotionally or giving of yourself emotionally. Okay. But I feel like with the Judgment energy on the bottom, it's kind of giving energy where it's up to you. Okay. Nothing will come of this situation. Why is this here for Kristen? Mhm. It's the past. It's something from your past. Six of Cups energy and the Hangman. It's something from your past, your childhood, past memories, friendship groups. Well, I'm gonna say group, a friend even. Okay, that is keeping you stuck. Okay, um, it's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you from coming together with um, what you ultimately truly do want or desire. Your Ten of Cups. Okay, and it's all because of balance, spirituality, and practicality. All right, so let's see how this all comes together. That's the full moon in Pisces. And then it says, Have you been so head in the clouds that you've lost touch with reality? If so, take this card as a sign that you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move towards your goals. Okay. If so, take this as a sign that you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move towards your goals. The more practical steps you can take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question, and the solutions to your issue may now come through very clearly. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone's sake. Okay. So, um, balancing spirituality with practicality, balancing your dreams with responsibilities. It's like maybe you're acting as if you're happy with a situation or you're happy in some sense and you're not. Okay. So, like, spirits like drop the act. Okay. Why is balance spirituality and practicality? Um, Here for Kristen. Please make it clear. Okay. Concealing secrets, mysteries, hiding. Mhm. Heart fog. Okay, so you're hiding, your heart fog, your blocked emotions, clutter. You're sending out maybe mixed signals, right? Um, Hoping, waiting, expecting, manifesting. Okay, it's like you're hoping for a miracle. Okay, with fantasy, dreams, fairy tale, imagination. Okay, so you may be concealing your confusion, discomfort with a situation, and hoping for a miracle because of exhaustion, long journey, depletion, fatigue. Right? See that? Yeah. All right. It does seem like it's something that you've committed yourself to in some way. Okay, whatever it could be. You're hiding how much this is draining you or how dissatisfied you are with it. Okay. And it could be building resentment in you a little bit. Okay. Why is balance, spirituality, and practicality here? Because with the Page of Source energy and the Three of Wands, it's like you know what you want for your life, or you know how you want your future to look. And I feel like you are very dissatisfied. Three of Swords energy and the Empress. You can be. I mean, this is hurt by a mother figure possibly, but this is to me the way it's reading to me is that you're very maybe dissatisfied or hurt by your current progress or the current progress of a situation. Okay. You feel stuck, maybe financially, you feel stuck financially. Um, but it's like you know what you want for your life. How you want things to um move forward. Yeah. So spirit's like, okay, with the hangman energy, Three of Cups, and the Knight of Swords, it's time to look at things from a different perspective. There could be a group of people, Three of Cups energy, that are influencing this dissatisfaction. Spirit saying Knight of Swords energy is, they gotta go. It's time for you to remove these people. A concerted, that's the concerted, decision, right? Concerted effort, that's taking a stance, really. Okay. Some people might have to go. Okay, you might have to make some major decisions. Um, and the Eight of Wands energy and the Two of Pentacles can be you like maybe like communicating that you are doing too much, that you're overwhelmed. Um, and yeah, and you want something different for yourself, but maybe you're fearing that. Um, maybe you're like way like fearing saying that. You're hiding that, your dissatisfaction or your heart fog. You're blocking your emotions on the situation and maybe just hoping for a miracle. And Spirit saying like, you know what you want for your life. You know how you want things to move forward. You know, it's like, mm-hmm. So Spirit's asking you to change your perspective on the situation. You know? There could be a group of people or a third party or a friend even with this Three of Cups energy that needs to go. Okay. And it could be a childhood friend. It's like you're holding on to something that you might have given to in your past. Like, you know, like this is something from my past. It don't even fulfill you now, you know? Or the friendship not the same now. Or you don't even want to talk to this person now. Or whatever case may be. But whatever you've been given to it, I feel like, you know, you are getting confirmation that it's not the best for you. And although you may be ending a dynamic with someone, it allows you to move on, move forward, move in general, okay, whatever. And you've been thinking about new anyway, okay? Um, you may not trust in the situation because it, you know, it puts a, maybe a disconnect or a break in between you and like finances or you and like your family or you and like some form of stability. But just know whatever change that spirit is doing for you, Kristen, is for your highest good. And I think that's what spirit is like really kind of drilling on is that you're not happy with this situation. And definitely hiding it. So I hope that helps. And thank you so much for being here, Kristen. Boo. That's my girl. Moving on to Tiffy. Okay. Oh yeah. What's up, Dan? You made it. I was like, everyone's thrown off today because everyone's schedule's different. All right. So we got Divvy. I gotta go up to Divvy's name. What she say? Hello, everyone. In general, whatever comes up for me. I love this. I love when y'all do that. Like whatever comes out. You know that's a form of healing, right? When you don't have like a specific question and you're not maybe like still like focusing on a certain topic. You know, you're just like whatever comes out. That's healing. So it just point that out. This is the healing circle. So it's healing. Okay, Divvy. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm going to give you one of these messages, and then we're going to clarify it. This deck is called Embracing the Shadow Oracle deck. Okay. Embracing the Shadow. Okay. Right. Holy Spirit, angels in heaven. This is for Divi. What message is most appropriate for Divi at this time? What does Divi need to know at this time? The guilt trap is on the bottom. It says, release unnecessary guilt. Self-blame keeps you chained to cycles of suffering. That's deep. Is someone trying to guilt trip you? Let me see. For Divi Spirit, what message is most appropriate for Divi at this time? Right. You have stories we tell ourselves. Are you narrating your life through a lens of limitation or empowerment? Okay. How are you narrating your life? As limitation or empowerment? Shadow integrity. No, I'm sorry. Shadow integration. Healing comes when you stop fighting your darkness and instead learn from it. Okay. Don't fight your darkness. Look this way. Learn from it. Okay. So are you narrating your life through a lens of limitation or empowerment? Stop fighting your darkness and instead learn from it. Because fear of failure. Mistakes are not the enemy. They are stepping stones towards mastery and understanding. It's the overall energy. The Spirit wants you to know. Okay? All right. So are you putting yourself in this mindset of you can't or you can? Okay? Spirit wants you to stop fighting your darkness and instead learn from it. Okay? Maybe like learn from your mistakes or learn from your experiences and not necessarily put those mistakes or experiences in front of you as limitations, because it's really just fear of failure. It's like you don't want to maybe repeat something you might have done before. Okay. For Divi Spirit, please make these messages clear for divination. Please. For Divi. Boo. Because I'm looking at the bottom of the deck. There is an offer. There's an opportunity. Let me make this bigger so I can say. There is an offer or an opportunity with the Page of Pentacles. Okay. And I feel like Spirit wants you to be confident about this offer or opportunity. Okay. There could have been a masculine energy. Someone that you have deep emotion for. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio, but it's just an energy of a masculine energy that you had deep emotion for. It could have betrayed you, right? Spirit's asking you to let that cycle go. Yeah, seriously. The masculine betrayed you. Ten of Swords. Let that cycle go. End it. Release it. Okay. All right. So, stories we tell ourselves. Okay. Are you looking at your life through a lens of limitation or empowerment? Like you can't or you can. For Divi Spirit, why is this message here for divination? for Demi. Okay. All right. The Seven of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So you, because of this energy, right? Remember I just said there's an offer or opportunity, but instead of you being confident about it, you're like, maybe like holding on to a betrayal from a masculine. Okay. This is what they're saying. Okay, Seven of Swords energy and Eight of Pentacles and the Lovers is like you not trusting in putting your efforts or giving your putting any effort into a connection. Okay. Seven of Wands, you're blocking it. Like, no. That's what you're doing. You're like, no. Um, yeah. Oh, Divvy. Let that cycle go. Okay. Yeah. It's like you're thinking about moving forward. You're thinking about your next steps. You're thinking about the direction that your life will go or how where things will go. But you have to let a cycle go. Okay. That's what the spirit is asking. You have to release something, you know? So are you narrating your life through a lens of limitation or empowerment? Are you saying that this is something I can't do or something that you can do? Yeah, because in this image, like she's running off with five swords. Okay, it's like you're running off or running away from a situation with with the five of swords, like your mind all over the place, But the five of swords energy is the energy of my mind is playing tricks on me. It's not real. Okay. You're not trusting in this opportunity. You're closed off to it. Maybe you're looking at the effort that you might have put in a connection before, looking at the outcome of that and kind of saying, and placing that energy onto this connection. Okay, because with the Seven of Wands energy, you're blocking it. So it says shadow integration says stop fighting your darkness and instead learn from it. Why is this here for Debbie Spirit? That's where healing comes from. Okay. In order for you to maybe like truly end a cycle, it requires you to heal, right? Okay. That's where it comes from. When you stop fighting the darkness and instead learn from it. Okay. I feel like that will help you choose or know what path to take. Okay. With the Two of Wands energy, Ace of Pentacles, because there is opportunity out there for you. There's an opportunity being presented to you. And it gives you an opportunity to like rebuild. And I feel like it's going to be a positive outcome to this. But you have to know that you're ready for it. And I feel like for whatever reason, you don't believe that you are. And I feel like the reason why you don't is because you still require some healing. And that healing requires you to stop fighting the darkness and learn from the experience. It's like, it's not something to hide from, but yeah, there you go. Four of Swords energy and Eight of Swords energy. Spirit's like, heal the stuck energy. Okay. You don't have to think that way. Don't create limitations for yourself. No, it's not like how it was in the past. This isn't the same type of situation. Okay. Because with the Magician energy on the bottom, this is actually a manifestation. Okay. It's a gift. Okay. It's a gift. Right. So it's like once you start looking at these start looking at the experiences that you have gone through more so as lessons and learn from them, maybe you'll embrace or open up to this opportunity and heal your limitation. Okay. Yeah, because with the Magician energy, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Star, mm-hmm, you manifested this change, and it's allowing you to, mm-hmm, it's allowing you to heal the situation you might have had with someone in your past and kind of take control of whatever might have been holding you in your past. Okay. And this is all because of fear of failure. Mistakes are not the enemy. They are stepping stones towards mastery and understanding. Okay. Don't let it limit you or keep you bound in a way. Okay. Don't block it. Okay. With the Seven of Wands energy. Don't block it. Okay. With the Hierophant energy on the bottom. Don't block it because of expectations with the Hierophant energy. Don't block it because of commitments, religion, expectations. Didn't I say that? I see the Hierophant energy is like tradition. Fear of failure. Yeah. Two of Pentacles. Okay. This is you questioning or going back and forth with whether you should give of yourself to it. Because of maybe a betrayal or ending. That's why I picked up this deck. The Spirit is saying, because this deck specifically has the Ten of Swords that says everything is fine. Okay. Whatever you did experience that was like the Ten of Swords, Spirit's like everything is fine. You're okay. Like that wasn't an experience that was going to like take you out. You know what I'm saying? Like that experience was for your good, okay? Because it ended a very difficult and heavy and burdensome connection, right? And it was so that you can be happy with the Sun card, right? So don't block yourself from going into maybe a new direction because of like tradition or religion or expectations. Okay, you're kind of going back and forth with whether you should give of yourself. Okay, because really it's just fear of failure. But just know that your mistakes are not something to like, they're not the enemy. Okay, it says they're your stepping stones, right, toward mastery and understanding. Okay, look, it's very saying, yeah. Let the past go. Okay, let it go. That's your message. Okay, let the past go because it's just creating a lot of confusion, Seven of Cups energy, and conflict for you. That you may be hiding. Okay, but this is also about High Priestess energy, like what you intuitively know. Okay, it's keeping you stuck. Yeah. So Spirit's like, let the past go. Right. Whatever you experience in your past that you might consider a failure, that you might consider a mistake, that you might consider part of your darkness, don't let it limit you or hold you. Okay, or make you frightened about what's next, or even like going into new. Right? You entered a very difficult situation so that you could be happy, not so that you can be like punished. Because now you're not trusting giving your efforts to a new connection, maybe, or to new partnerships. Page of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Someone could be like, maybe telling you what they plan to do because they miss you, or, they're expressing their emotions to you. And you could be thinking about like moving away from it because they're starting to like talk commitment. Okay. Maybe that's making you like frightened or something. I'm not sure. But don't let your past hold you back. That's basically what your reading is saying. Okay, your past experiences are, meant for you to learn from, not for you to be held back from them. Okay. Temperance, okay, with the Empress is basically asking you to be okay with allowing things to progress, balance your heart and your mind and your spirit when it comes to like a situation growing. You can handle it. you know. Take down your stresses, around the situation, because it's all coming from, fear of failure, or, not trusting in a situation. And it's all based off like your past. Okay. Ace of Swords energy with the Page of Pentacles, and it goes back to that Page of Pentacles from the beginning. It's saying like, say yes to the dress. Did I just say yes to this opportunity? Okay. Yeah. Be confident in saying yes too. You could be coming together with a different group of people, but you're going to be happy, Maybe coming together with a friend, but you're going to be happy. It's like this removes a level of dissatisfaction for you. Yeah. So don't let your past stop you. I hope that helped. Moving on to Bishop. Hey, April. Hey, Lisa. You said, will you be in Hawaii by April? We can ask. We could definitely ask. Hey, Mariana. So Bishop says to take whatever comes out. These dreams have been interesting, especially the ones that will pop up. What's going on? All right. Right. Holy Spirit, angels in heaven. This is for Bishop. Please give Bishop answers, clarity, understanding about his dreams, about his current love situation. What is it that Bishop needs to know? 3 more. 1, 2, 3. All right, so I saw the stop, right, energy. I didn't see it 3 times. I was looking to see if I see it 3 times. I saw it 2 times. And then 3rd time, it was like dreamy. So maybe you're like, okay, I don't know if the spirit's saying stop dreaming. I wouldn't say that. But I feel like when you do have the dreams, it's like you may be like telling yourself to stop, or like trying to force yourself to like stop dreaming or stop fantasizing or stop like imagining. Let's see. For Bishop. All right. All right, so the overall energy is passion. Okay. I love satisfying all of your desires. That's the energy. It's the overall energy. Is this why you like stop? I don't know. So passion is the message. Can you see that? See, you can't use different words. I love satisfying all of your desires. Okay, passion. Okay. So that's the overall energy. That means something, so hold it. So we get 6 cards. The first one is communication. I'm grateful for the way we listen to each other without judgment. Okay, that's what it says. Communication. You see it? Next card. Pretending. It's easier to pretend everything's okay rather than confront the truth. Okay. Family. Family is very important to me. How would you feel about us becoming a family? Okay. Chemistry. I'm totally feeling the craziest vibes with you. Don't worry, I'm going to clarify it. And 2 more. Immature. Right now, I'm not really at a place in my life where I can fulfill the demands of a healthy relationship. Okay. And lastly, unstable. I'll be honest, I'm kind of a mess. Okay. All right. It's all because of passion. So the all because energy. All right. We got the lovebirds as the overall energy. And that says compatibility, harmony, alignment, positive aspects of a connection. All right. We don't have, well, we technically have 3 lovebirds, but not connected with 3 of anything else. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at all the combinations. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay. Let's clarify. For Bishop Spirit. Hmm. Why is communication here for Bishop? Communication. You may get communication from someone that you have chemistry with. Okay. They may be pretending like everything's okay rather than like confronting the truth. Like, you know, they're not in a place where they are able to feel the demands of a healthy relationship. It's given a feeling of like future faking, you know. With family and unstable, it's like someone could be like, oh, you know, I want a family, but they're not in a place where they can like um, maybe like really give that. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Watch communication here. Okay, the Hermit energy with the Chariot. Okay. Clarify communication. For Bishop. High Priestess, Six of Pentacles, the Emperor. Okay. All right. So the communication energy. All right. So the Hermit energy can be someone you haven't spoken to. Okay. If you haven't spoken to someone with the Hermit energy, they can be quiet. It could be because someone is moving. Okay. Chariot energy can be like moving. Okay. Yeah. Or maybe you're communicating with someone. Okay, if you haven't spoken to someone, it could be because they're moving. But the High Priestess energy, the Six of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Okay. Someone is definitely hiding what they're doing. Okay, I don't know. The High Priestess energy, the Six of Pentacles, and the Emperor is like someone hiding that they're still giving to a situation. And it's because of family, especially with this family energy here. So this person could just be thinking about moving. Maybe that's the reason why pretending is here. It's like maybe you get communication from someone you haven't spoken to. They're talking about moving. But really, with the pretending energy here, they might not be like ready yet. Okay, because they are low key still giving to someone. Why is pretending here? It's easier to pretend everything's okay rather than confront the truth. Okay. This is someone that chose a direction that they're not happy with. So someone could be pretending like everything's okay, but they're not. Okay, someone chose a direction that they're not happy with, and they're trying to recover from it. But they also have to stop resisting and letting it go. Okay, so it's like they're trying to recover from it. It's like I chose a path that's not good for me. They're not saying this. They're pretending like everything's okay. Okay, because they're trying to recover from this burden, but they have to also stop resisting, letting it go. Okay, family. Family is very important to me. How would you feel about us becoming family? Why did this come out? Okay. Okay. So someone just needs to realize that them letting go of something that they might consider. I will say that. I can't say that. Because, it's biased. I ain't gonna say it's biased. I was gonna say like someone letting go of something they might consider their family. I wouldn't say that. But okay, but the Eight of Cups energy is like someone needs to let their past go and know that it's justice for them to actually be in something long term and committed and like have a stable situation. Okay, but they have to make that decision. King of Swords energy. Okay, if they want their life to progress, it's like someone is technically like going through struggle that they don't really need to go through. Well, that they could come out of. Okay. Chemistry. Why is chemistry here? I'm totally feeling the craziest vibes with you. What's chemistry here for with this shit? And every part of the little messages at the bottom may or may not resonate, but I think it's more so like the main message at the top. Okay. All right. The Empress, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. So the chemistry that someone has with you, Three of Swords on the bottom. Okay. The chemistry that someone may have with you, I feel like it makes them feel really good. This could be something that someone's reflecting on with the Hermit energy. Okay. And this could be the reason why they, or this can be like what makes them want to work on a new beginning. Um, It's because of them being hurt with the Three of Swords energy. You know, this Three of Swords energy for me is giving more so like feeling like, especially like the Three of Swords energy with the Fool. It's like feeling bamboozled, like almost tricked, immature. Right now, I'm not really at a place in my life where I can fulfill the demands of a healthy relationship. Okay, yeah, because someone's trying to recover from a difficult period. Four Souls energy and the Ten of Wands, like I'm trying to recover from this difficulty. Immature. Okay. There could be an opportunity with the Page of Pentacles, but someone's holding back from it because they know it requires them to rebuild, and their past is something that they're still juggling with, right? And unstable. I'll be honest, I'm kind of a mess. Why is this here? For Bishop. The Ten of Swords with Page of Swords. Okay, so whoever is feeling unstable right now is someone that has been through a betrayal. And it could be in a situation where they felt like, this is my family. Someone needs to let your person, I feel like, needs to let the past go and understand that this is justice for them to have more. Okay, because what they had was not the Ten of Pentacles. It wasn't what they were expecting. It's as if your person feels bamboozled in a way. Okay. Whatever they have experienced with this Ten of Swords energy, it's like giving them like it's like making something more like clear for them, or it's like telling them like you deserve happiness in a connection. You deserve happiness in a, yeah. But they fear it's going to be toxic, like their past. They feel like it's going to be toxic. So it's more so like someone that needs to like heal or recover from a situation. Yeah. So they can like almost like let their guard down. And it's because of this passion energy. I love satisfying all of your desires. Why is passion here for Bishop? Okay. That's, even though the Nine of Wands energy, like that someone has been through a lot, they're still going to communicate. Right? It's still giving the energy of communicating because Ace of Wands right behind that. It's like the desire is there. Okay. Why is passion here? That's a lot. Oh my God, I can't. Why is passion here for Bishop? Passion. Mm. The Six of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, okay. All right. Put that right there. All right. So with the Six of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups, I feel like, okay, Bishop, your person has been through some shit. Okay. They done been through some stuff. Um, you may get communication from them. And they could be talking about moving. All right. But one thing that they are hiding from you, and this is, something I feel like Spirit is telling you so that you intuitively know, is that they are currently still given to a situation. They might feel like low-key controlled by this um, person. I wouldn't say like control, but you never know. But your person is low-key given to a situation or to a person, and it could be off this sense of like 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 this family obligation, you know, whatever. But if they're pretending that everything's good, they're not. They're not happy. They feel like they chose to go in the wrong direction. They chose a direction that is very dissatisfying for them, and they're healing and recovering from that. Okay, there could be an opportunity. You know, they may know that there's an opportunity, but they need to recover before they embrace an opportunity. So I feel like even if you get communication from them, I feel like Spirit is saying this to you so that you know they're still not ready. You know, almost like maybe to like caution you, like so you can caution your heart and stuff like that, but also to like give some patience and grace, I feel. Um there is an energy of like family here, and I feel like it's more so that's here because they need to let their past go in order to truly have that. Having a family, being a part of a family, that is justice. That is the good thing. That's, you know, good for them even. Um, but in order for them to have that, Ten of Pentacles, they need to let their past go. So the chemistry is definitely there. I feel like you make this person feel good, and that's the energy that's coming over here overall. It's like your person is going through a lot, you know, and I feel like when they're not connected to you, they feel all the feels of what they have experienced. But maybe when they communicate with you or when they're around you, you give them the attention and, you know, um, the love that makes them feel like the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, like soft. You make them feel strong, like they can do it, maybe giving them encouragement. Um, you make them feel loved on. So you may get like what they call like a wounded bird type energy, like a, you know how when like a bird fall out of his nest and it's a little hurt. It's kind of what it's giving. It's like coming in wounded and almost like seeking or needing um like your attention, like your support. Okay, because with the chemistry energy, I feel like you make this person and make your person feel like the Empress, feel like, you know, feel better than how they feel about themselves. Okay. Yeah. And I feel like this is what makes them like want to work towards new. But it does require them to recover from something that they've experienced. They are a little unstable right now because of whatever they ended. And they may fear like encountering that again. So with the Tower energy, I feel like there will be some movement at some point, some communication, because there's chemistry. Just know that someone is pretending that they're ready. They're not. They do want the whole family situation, but they're not in the place where they could really truly give that right now. Emotionally, financially, physically, even. Mhm. It's just more so there being almost like a need with this Nine of Wands energy for like you to renew them. It's like whatever attention you give them makes them feel so much better. Mm-hmm. Clarify this Hermit energy. Hermit. Okay. So, um, The Hermit energy, as I was cutting the deck, it's like, your person I feel like is thinking about, what union would be like with you, or thinking about getting into a union. Clarify that's Hermit energy for Bishop. The Knight of Swords, the Strength card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Swords. Yeah, they thinking about it. Yeah, they're thinking about it. Okay, but they have to be sure about it. Knight of Swords energy. It's like you have to be sure, and they're resisting the sureness. They're resisting change because they know. Okay, um, they know that they will have to end, like, be done with something. Okay, and making that judgment, making that decision, is it, causes someone anxiety, and because, and I feel like it's fine. It's financial. It's like someone is, juggling a lot financially. Okay, you know. Although the emotions are definitely there, Ace of Swords energy and the King of Cups is like knowing that, where your emotions connect to, but there's a connection of financial. That's why it's showing the energy of like someone's hiding. Okay, that they're still giving to an emperor. They're still giving to the emperor. They're still either paying their portion of the bills, or you know, still riding home like, did you eat yet? Type, you still giving to a situation, even though you don't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're thinking about moving on. You're thinking about what new connection, would be. She's thinking about, you know, connecting with you, but it requires you to be sure about it and make that decision. Okay. Mm-hmm. Clarify this Empress energy. Mm-hmm. The Devil, the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Chariot. It's like, um, whatever they experience, okay, makes them want to, like, uh, put in the effort, but they also feel stuck on how to do so or how to move forward. Okay, the Seven of Swords energy and the Six of Pentacles is them not being honest about what they're giving to. Okay, although the love is there, they're resisting change. Hmm. It's like feeling stuck on. It's like, I want to, but I'm stuck on how to move forward. Something that they're attached to is an attachment. Yeah, the love is just, yeah, it's definitely an attachment. Mm. What's the Two of Wands energy? What's the direction that they chose? Two of Wands. It's like when they chose a direction that was dissatisfying. They jumped into something maybe quickly with the Fool energy. Okay, and this could be with someone who King of Pentacles, like someone that was financially stable or something like that. Two of Wands and the Tower is like they chose a path that blew up in their face. You know, and this could be because this person is a player. Knight of Wands energy. Okay. Um. Mm, mm-hmm. Yeah, this person was a player. Whoever they were connected to was a player. You know, it's like maybe they had a whole nother situation too. They don't trust them. Your person doesn't trust their person. You know. What's the Six of Wands? This is the attention you give them. Page of Wands. It's like you give them excitement. It's like the attention you give them makes them like, like almost like excites them to where they're like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, or something like that. But Six of Wands. Wheel of Fortune and Five of Pentacles. Yeah, yeah. This they might say, okay, so the attention you give to them, right? Like makes them excited. Like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do to change things. Like I'm to, change my current circumstances. And it's because you're making them happy. Like in the moment, Sun card. Um, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's like it's like making them happy in the moment, but then when all the happiness starts to fade down or whatever, it's like they start to think about the stress of it all, the stress and the change or like what it requires to do so. Yeah, it's like you make this person feel good, and the fact that they're going through um a tough time right now could be the reason why you might receive some communication. Clarify this Nine of Wands energy. What are they going through? What's the Nine of Wands energy? Financially, okay. Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, okay. It's financial woes, okay. They're trying to maybe move. Um, maybe there's an opportunity that they feel like will work out, but they're not sure. I don't know. But it's financial. But I feel like the attention you give them makes them feel like they can do it financially. Like gives them that encouragement. They feel loved on. All right, last one. What's the Eight of Cups energy? This is what they need to leave behind. Three of Pentacles, Four Swords, and a Star. Okay. Okay. They need to let it go. What they're doing right now, Bishop, is the Three of Pentacles. This is like compromising. Okay. Um to try to recover. Four Swords energy and the Star. It's like to try to create a level of peace. Okay. Um and it's because oh Lord. Oh, oh, oh. They are tied to this person because of finances. Okay? Financially. It's financially. They're trying to keep the peace with a person and they just let that go. Okay? It's justice for them to also have some type of like financial stability with someone like a family network or whatever. But in order for them to have that, even with you, Bishop, they have to let the past go. And they're still holding on to the past. Because with the Three of Pentacles energy, they're trying to be cooperative, compromise even, to keep the peace, to recover because they know that this King of Pentacles will choose to go in a new direction. This person's a trash. They're trying to compromise for financial reasons. It's like sticking in saying like holding on or sticking with something solely off of the financial stability of it. That's the worst feeling. To lay next to somebody that you can't stand. That is the worst feeling. That's the worst feeling. Someone that you don't trust, someone that's sneaky, someone that's maybe has like a whole nother situation outside of you. That is the worst feeling. So although you may get some communication from them, just know intuitively, I feel like Spirit is saying this to you, that they're not ready for what they may be putting out there. What's the communication specifically for Bishop? What's his communication? Whoever they're dealing with is like in charge in some way. You know, they might this masculine energy may make more money than them. It's like they're dependent on them in some way. You may get some communication that's rather impulsive with the Fool energy and the Ten of Wands, because of them maybe feeling like burdened financially with the Five of Pentacles on the bottom. Yeah, they could be communicating what they plan to do as far as being in a connection with you, but there's a conflict to this wish being fulfilled, and that's because of a masculine that they're in a relationship with that they need to close. Like seriously. That's what it's saying in there. So you may get some impulsive communication, like with someone like, like yeah, like all excited, like, this is what I want. But they're hiding the fact that they're still giving to a masculine. It's showed in two different decks. So I think that's mainly what it is. You make someone really feel good. And they don't want to be where they are. They don't. They feel like they made a big mistake. Okay. And it was solely off of financial. And they don't like this person. But they scared to let it go. Like fully. Have they let it go in their heart? Probably, definitely. But it's more so like physical attachment to it, which is solely like financially. This emperor, that's why that person came through as an emperor. I feel like this person is in charge of things in a way, maybe like they, could be, like I said, more financially stable. They could, wherever they live, it could be in their name, something like that, where it's like them being like the lead. They still give it to the leader. Does it make sense? Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. It's just funny. Sorry. That little smacker. Who's next year? Nothing. Don't do nothing. Because even when they come towards you, it's for like, just know they're not ready. They're not ready. That's why the first energy came off as like future faking, because it's like they might have great intention, but they're not ready. They're not ready at all. Who was next on the list? I don't know. So it's more so like, like just be a support for them, give them that encouragement, let them know like, hey, you can do this, because that's what they love from you. It's like that you give them the encouragement or whatever that makes them feel like they could really do this, they could do it on their own or whatever. Okay, so dance is whatever comes out. Okay. Then, so I'm going back to this deck because while I was using this deck, for divination's reading, in my mind, like I was getting. So, yeah, get your message. For Danielle's spirit, what does Danielle tell here at this time? What is Danielle's message at this time? This evening. Okay. The mirror effect is on the bottom. It says, what frustrates you in others is a reflection of something unhealed within you. Okay. So what you might be frustrated with in other people could actually be something that you got going on in yourself. Okay. But let's see. That's the bottom of the deck. Put it down. It's the bottom of the deck. How do I want this? Oh yeah. Okay. Oh. All right. What message do you have for the Danielle spirit? Dark night of the soul. Says you are undergoing deep transformation. Trust that this is darkness. No. Trust that this darkness is leading to light. Okay. You are undergoing a deep transformation, Danielle. Okay. Trust that this darkness is leading to light. Because unexpressed grief, suppressed sorrow manifests in unexpected ways. Allow yourself to mourn fully. Okay. So it's something that you have to allow yourself to heal from. Okay. To completely release. Give yourself that time. Okay. So right now you could be going through a dark night of the soul. We all have those moments. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so therefore, there you go. Jumping into surface level connections wouldn't be the best right now. Okay. Mm-hmm. You may get communication from someone that may be like expressing their guilt. Okay. But just know, like, you need to, like, maybe take some time to yourself because you don't need to necessarily go or jump into anything right now with the full energy. Why is Dark Night of Soul here for Danielle's spirit? You are undergoing deep transformation. Trust that this darkness is leading to light. For Daniel's spirit. And the King of Cups. Okay. It's like, wait for your person. Wait for your um, Hello, can you hear me? You all there? Are you all there? Hello? Okay. We're gonna go back to this camera. See, these are the dilemmas. Okay. Is that better? It'll work. Okay. We're still here. But see, that was the benefit that I had two screens going. Okay. Okay, then wait for your person. Okay. Why is Dark Knight of the Soul here for Daniel's spirit? The High Priestess and the Emperor. Okay. 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 All right. I feel like um Spirit is saying like you intuitively know what you want. You want an emperor. Okay. Like you want someone that's going to like, like truly step up, when it comes to like partnership and all that, right? The Six of Wands energy with the Nine of Cups is like hmm, okay. You can have what it is you want, right? You can have that positive outcome that you desire, what you truly want. Okay. Um, all right. It's like you fear the struggle. Okay. All right. So it requires you to heal. Right now you're going through a dark night of soul. Wait for your person. Okay. Don't jump into surface level connections. That's not gonna help. Listen to your intuition. Um, you know what you want. Okay. And if what you are being presented in the current isn't that, okay, it's not an emperor, it's not someone that's like, you know, coming through the way you want them to, then hold off. Okay. You can have the outcome that you're looking for. But there is something that also needs to be addressed. And that goes back to the original message where it says like what you're seeing in other people, the thing that frustrates you and other people is something that you might have going on within yourself. And it's like some things within you that you still need to address. And it could be like you truly releasing some grief. Okay. Suppressed sorrow is something that you may be not addressing. Why is Dark Knight of Soul here for Danielle? Yep. Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands needs to be tempered. Okay. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, someone that has been through a lot. So if anything, it's making you very guarded, cautious, and afraid. Okay. So wait for your person because you intuitively know what type of person you want. So you got to overcome this whole this energy of like being very guarded. That energy needs to be tempered so that an opportunity can come in, right? That you see as a wish fulfillment, right? That you see as like you're happily ever after. The cycle has to close so that you can receive. And that cycle, I feel like, is um, allowing yourself to fully mourn or to release some grief. Clarify this unexpressed grief for Danielle. Suppressed sorrow manifests in unexpected ways. Allow yourself to mourn fully. Why is this here for Danielle's spirit? See? The death energy is making you close off. Whatever you haven't fully mourned is making you close off. Okay? It's making you close off. Um, even though you're ready, okay, it's like even though you're ready for more, it's making you close off. Okay. The Eight of Wands energy in the world, you may need to communicate about it. You may need to talk about it, okay, so that you can properly close out that cycle. You could be waiting to do this because you might feel like it's too difficult. Maybe it's just another thing you don't want to deal with, you know. Um, but there's something that needs to, that you need to, that is important for you to get through. Okay. Okay. The Queen of Cups, Temperance, the Fool, Eight of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Do what's best for you. The Queen of Cups energy is not only about the love that they give to everyone else, but the love that she gives to herself. Okay, so do what's best for you, and don't be too quick to jump into anything. Temperance and a Fool is like, don't do it too shit. Okay, because with the Eight of Swords energy and the Seven of Swords, whatever is keeping you mentally stuck, and that, I feel like that's this grief. Okay, it's making you not trust in situations. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's energy from your past. Okay. And I feel like with the Six of Cups energy, this is more so about nostalgia. It's like because you keep thinking about it, right? Mhm. So this ending or this whatever you're mourning is something you need to communicate about. You need to talk about it. Okay. So spirit's asking you to do what's best for you. That's going to be something that's best for you. Okay. And temper any impulsive decisions. Don't jump into anything right now. Okay. Because right now you're in energy where you're closed off to opportunities right now, for real. Yeah. Judgment and the Three of Cups. There could be opportunity for you to maybe revisit something with a friend, but you're closed off to it. Seven of Wands energy, because it requires you to give, and you don't know about that. Okay, so it's like that. It still goes back to your past when you're like, I don't know, like it's like you're reflecting on your past. There could be an opportunity for you to revisit something with a friend, but you're closed off to it. You're blocking it because it requires you to give, and you're worried about if that's right for you. Okay, you're thinking about, yeah. Spirit's like, drop your guard. Seven of Wands went in reverse. But the only way you're going to do that is to communicate and land it on the Eight of Wands. You have to talk about your grief. You got to talk about your disappointment. You got to talk about your past. You got to get it out. You got to fully heal it. Okay. You're going through the dark night of soul right now. Things might be delayed for you. You might feel, but the delay is for your highest good. And I feel like Spirit's like, don't jump into them right now. Listen to your intuition. You know what you need to do to overcome this, you know, this burden you're carrying around. Because right now you're carrying around a Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands energy is, walking around with like a chip on their shoulder. Yeah. Anything else for Dark Knight? So Page of Cups and the Empress. Do you need to apologize to your mother? I don't know. This could be telling you to either apologize to your mother or make right with a situation so that things can grow for you. But with the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, so your mom could be communicating what they plan to do to maybe help you financially, or sometimes maybe like, but there's like this will maybe be like a collaboration or a partnership with them, and you're not sure about going about it. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Anything else for Dr. Nari? So Page of Cups and the Empress. Who's the Empress? For Danielle. Someone that is stressed out, maybe when it comes to love from a masculine, it's like they want to move on to something better, but they have to be honest about grief that's like a burden to the connection. It's making it heavy. They gotta be honest about it. Maybe they're not being honest about what they're going through. Empress. Yeah. Okay. So you might need to apologize to your mom. So if your mom is stressed, you know, maybe they presented something to you and then maybe you realize you have to step up in a way. And so now you're like resisting the collaboration out of fear. I don't know. But I don't know. Spirit's like you're going through a dark night of soul right now. There's a need for you to like maybe fully release some grief, because like I think it's giving you like a chip on your shoulder. Like, yeah, it's like you may be walking around a little angry. Yeah, turning around some disappointment you might need to let go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Okay. That's what happy usually. I hope that. One camera just stopped midway. I gotta plug my phone up. With the bait trying to hit me up, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no bait. I don't have nothing. On dry. I fold that on. I know I put it on the charger. I just my phone hasn't died in weeks. My phone's always got charge. Okay. Who's with me? Oh, hey April. Whatever comes out for April. I'm not gonna use this deck. April, when's the next party? So I can come. When's the next excursion? Can't go anywhere right now. Now that I'm using a different camera, I gotta turn this light down. So sorry. Let me see. I need to figure out my reading. Yes. Yes. Figure out your reader so I can read it. Did you turn 40 this year? When did you turn 40? I have it. Oh no. I don't know. Maybe later in the summer. I need to get my yard fixed up. I need to do some changes to it. Okay. Maybe later in the summer I might do something. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of projects outside. So this spring, do the flower bed, the front, and all that. And so I'm going to be doing a lot to the outside this year. Oh, you turned 40 last year? Oh, you went to ATL. Okay. That's nice. I haven't been to Atlanta yet. Okay. All right. Sorry. All right. Experiences that have been. This is for April. What is that April needs to know right now? Messages for April. Messages for April. Celebration, dating, and make a choice. Okay. All right. But it's on the bottom of the deck. So this is the because. Anger, arguments, and conflict right behind that. Three's a crowd. So there could have been anger because of okay. All right. So celebration and dating is your card, is your message, right? But on the bottom of the deck, this is the because. So it's because someone is either making a choice. Okay, maybe this is someone that you had arguments or conflict with, was angry with, and this could be because of a third party where it says three's a crowd. Okay, yeah, fake and illusions. Okay, someone wasn't being honest or something like that. I don't know, but maybe someone's making a choice. Maybe a decision's being made on their part. I don't know. Maybe Spirit saying you're gonna have to make a choice. And then here, let's see. Celebration and dating for April. April, someone wants to invest in you or wants long term with you, but you don't trust them. Okay. They may apologize. Okay. To try to begin a new cycle with you. And Spirit could be telling you to let the past go, 8 of Cups. Okay. Because it's a burden. This person loves you and wants a relationship. Okay. All right, see. Celebration and dating. Lots is here for April. Okay. Look, real clear. The 2 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. You don't trust this person. Okay. So there's a celebration and dating. There could be you could be dating someone again. Okay. Maybe even just connecting with them. But for some reason, with the two of Cups energy, 7 of Swords, it's like being in a union is something that maybe you're not confident about or you don't trust. Okay. You're thinking about it. Why celebration dating here for April? There was maybe an affair or third party, Ace of Wands, okay? With the Three of Swords energy, like maybe that broke your heart, okay? So there could be an opportunity for union, partnership, but you don't trust it because of maybe an affair that broke your heart, okay? Mhm. Okay, so with the Page of Swords energy and Eight of Swords, I feel like Spirit is saying, you know that this is something that is keeping you stuck. Okay, you know that this is, you know, you're creating self-imposed restriction here. Okay, Spirit wants you to listen to your intuition. Okay, um, about, you know, when it comes to this new beginning. Um, yeah, um, and not this energy, the devil, because the King of Swords is making a decision, right? Because they've been thinking a lot about everything or thinking about things. And whatever has gone on or happened between the two of you, they want to repair it. Okay. So this is someone that actually wants to fix things with you. So whatever your mind is telling you could be like a self-imposed restriction. It's like, it could be dealing for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, but this is like Spirit's like, that's why the Eight of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. Spirit's like, let the past go. Okay. Because someone is thinking about the problems between the two of you and they want to repair it. Okay. 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 Whoever's coming towards you, April, is coming towards you because they're ready to do so. It's like they're coming towards you in a better energy. Okay. King of Wands, the Knight of Wands is now ready to be the King of Wands. Okay. They're coming through different. They're not coming through the same. Okay. Um, mm, like Sun card is on the bottom. Like this is happy energy. This is, this is good. This is good that's coming towards you. Okay. So the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands is now ready to be the King of Wands. Someone is coming towards you differently. Because, and I feel like it's because of maybe them seeing what they did, seeing what they've done. Okay. So this is because of make a choice. Why is make a choice here for April? Please make it clear. The Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Wheel of Fortune with the Three of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. All right, so okay, so several messages are coming out here. Okay, your finances could grow with this change. Just saying. Okay, because you'll be rebuilding, like working together, whatever. Okay, um, but also like I feel like someone sees you as someone they could grow with. Um, so this change is about working together, getting on the same page, alignment. Okay. Um, Someone is definitely hiding their dissatisfaction in the situation. If they've been kind of juggling or going back and forth between two realities or two opportunities or whatever case may be, they're not happy with that. It's like someone is like actually ready to settle down. So let's make a choice here for April. Okay. I feel like the Sun card came out again, Leo energy. Okay, I feel like you'll be happy with what's happening here. Okay, because you are manifesting something that is balanced and fair. Okay, something that is equal. Okay, Ten of Cups right behind that. You're yeah. You might be like you might be feeling like, oh, they took too long to fix this. They should have been did it, whatever. It's like tower your ego. Okay, like kill that noise. Like it's like like stop it. Like that's all coming from your ego. It's like, oh, you should have did it sooner. But that's all coming from your ego. You know, like like tower the ego. Especially if you feel like this should have been done, or you know don't come to me now type energy. But it's like that's all coming from the ego. Like you'll be happy with this collaboration, this rebuilding. Okay. Um, the Knight of Swords energy with the Queen of Cups. You just have to make a decision. So that's going back to make a choice. Okay. It's going back to make a choice. Because it is about you doing what's best for you. Okay. There's an opportunity for a new beginning. But you might have this like unhealthy view of a masculine. Okay. That is ready to step up, but you're closed off to them. And Spirit's like, temper that, okay? Like, Spirit's like, that's the energy that Spirit's like, calm down, like, temper your anger, you know what I'm saying? Or you're disgust with this person, or whatever. Because the emotions are still there. You see this person as your person, okay? So it's an opportunity for a new beginning, but you have this distinct view of this person now that could actually probably really that you guys are aligned in so many different ways. Got the Queen of Cups, King of Cups, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. You guys are aligned in so many different ways. Yeah, you're avoiding allowing things to be peaceful again. And Spirit's like choose a path of healing and like drop your guard. The conflict is almost like creating more issues in a dynamic. Like prolonging or like holding on to the conflict is like creating more issues in a dynamic than there need to be, maybe. Okay, but the decision is up to you. Okay, there's an opportunity for union, dating, reconnecting, celebration of being together, but you don't trust this person. You don't trust it because of maybe an affair that hurt you. But this Knight of Wands is ready to be the King of Wands. Okay, they might not have said it, but they don't want to keep going back and forth. They're ready for something long term, something stable, and they see you as someone that they can grow with. Spirit's like it's time to rebuild. I feel like this rebuilding will make you very happy. You just have to make a decision, but it's up to you. Follow your heart. I feel. That's what I feel. Seriously, Spirit's like stop doing that. Cut it out. It's kind of energy. Those interviews, getting. My phone cutting back on. Who we got next? You don't know who you had an argument with or who you beefing with. Y'all be knowing that. Y'all make me feel like I'm crazy. Y'all make me feel like I'm crazy. It's not me. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Who's next? Oh, it is. You say you confused with what to do. I don't think you need to do nothing. I don't think you need to do anything. I don't think you do anything. I feel like the communication is coming. The spirit wants you to be prepared. No, because they might give off a lot of excitement what they're going to do. You know, this is what I'm going to do next because I'm da da. But they're not ready to do it. And I feel like interacting with you, Bishop, gives your person like the confidence that they need, you know, of them maybe like creating stability for themselves. You make them feel loved on, you make them feel like happy, you make them feel like cared for. And that might give them the excitement of, is there a cat meowing at my door? I can't help you. I have two already. It's like stray cats up there. But oh, that's milkshake. Hold on, my cat's meowing. If it's my cat, what cat is it? Ah, come on. Wait. She said, you gotta use the pot. These cats are crazy. Oh god. That's what I have for you, shit. I hope this helped. And I appreciate you guys coming in with me on this good Thursday. I mean Tuesday. Oh, look how I just jumped down. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go chill. I've been chilling all day, all week. I'm off like until Thursday. Well, through Thursday. We might go back on Friday, but I doubt it because my street is full of ice. It just is. So. Love you too, Bishop. And I will see you guys soon. I am building my members corner. It's called the Inner Circle. So I'm working on that. And but you guys already. Bye, y'all.